History Chapter 2 Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution Part 3. In this video, we are going to discuss the Russian Revolution of 1917 and conditions of Russia before the revolution. Conditions in Russia before the revolution. Can you identify the person in the picture? The Russian Revolution. Russia was one of the least industrialized European nations of that time. Socialists took over the government in Russia through the October Revolution of 1917, the fall of monarchy in February 1917, and the events of October are generally termed as the Russian Revolution. How did this come about? What were the social and political conditions of that time in Russia? The Russian Empire in 1914. In 1914, Tsar Nicholas II was ruler of Russia and its empire. Besides the territory around Moscow, the Russian Empire included many current-day countries such as Finland, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, parts of Poland, Ukraine, and Belarus. It stretched to the Pacific and comprised today's Central Asian states such as Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan. The majority religion of Russia was Russian Orthodox Christianity. Economy and society. At the beginning of the 20th century, the vast majority of Russia's people were agriculturists. About 85% of the Russian Empire's population was dependent upon agriculture. It was higher than other European countries, such as in France and Germany, where 40 to 50% population was engaged in agriculture. It was least industrialized nation in Europe that time. Industry was found in pockets in some areas. Main industrial areas of Russia were St. Petersburg and Moscow. Most of the industry was under private control. Working hours were long, sometimes around 15 hours. There were so many groups, social groups of workers that time. Women made up 30% of the factory labor force by 1914, but they were being paid less as compared to men. In the countryside, farmers, that means peasants, cultivated most of the land, but the nobility, that means the upper class, the crown, that means the king, and the Orthodox Church was controlling large properties. In Russia, farmers wanted the land of the nobles to be given to them. Frequently, they refused to pay rent and even murdered landlords. Russian farmers were different from other European peasants in another way. They pooled their land together periodically and their commune divided it according to the needs of individual families. Next, socialism in Russia. As we remember that all political parties were illegal in Russia before 1914, the Russian Social Democratic Workers' Party was founded in 1898 by socialists who respected Karl Marx's ideas, but because of government policing, it was considered as an illegal organization. Some Russian socialists felt that the Russian peasant custom of dividing land made them natural socialists. Socialists were very much active in the countryside. Through the late 19th century, they formed the Socialist Revolutionary Party in 1900. This party struggled for peasants' rights and demanded that land belonging to nobles be given to peasants. There were two groups in this party. One group, which was called Bolshevik group, was led by Vladimir Lenin, thought that in a society like Tsarist Russia, the party should be disciplined and should control the number and quality of its members. Whereas second group within the party, which were called Mensheviks, they thought that the party should be open to all as it was in Germany. In 1905, an event changed the future course of Russia. It is also known as a turbulent time, the 1905 revolution. As we all know that Russia was autocratic country that time. Everything was under the control of Tsar. The year 1904 was particularly bad one for Russian workers. Prices of essential goods rose so quickly that real wages declined by 20%. The membership of workers' association rose dramatically when four members of the Assembly of Russian Workers were dismissed at one ironworks. There was a call for industrial action. Over the next few days, more than 110,000 workers in St. Petersburg went on strike, demanding a reduction in the working day to 8 hours, an increase in wages, and improvement in working conditions. A procession of workers started to move towards the Winter Palace of Tsar. When it reached the Winter Palace, it was attacked by the police. More than 100 workers were killed and around 300 workers were injured. This, this incident in Russian history is known as Bloody Sunday, and this incident started a series of events that became known as the Revolution of 1905. There were strikes all over the country, universities closed down, lawyers, doctors, engineers, demanded a constituent assembly. So after the pressure during the 1905 revolution, the Tsar allowed the creation of an elected consultative parliament or Duma. But as we all know that Tsar was autocratic, so he dismissed the first Duma within 75 days and the re-elected second Duma within 3 months. He also changed the voting laws and packed the third Duma with conservative politicians. So the events of 1905 were just like turning point in the history of Russia, and also it led to the revolution of 1917. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe the channel www.youtube.com/ramsharmalive. You can also visit website www.freeteach.in.